Hello, how are you? Amanda, Seint artist. We're gonna do our eyeshadow today, and we're gonna talk about the do's and don'ts of hooded eyes. So here's my color combo today. I've got As You Wish. It's peach with some flecks of pinky purples, Havana, bird, and then I'm gonna use Salem as an eyeliner-ish. So we're gonna get started. I'm going to go in with my brightening highlight, and on this eye, we're gonna do the do's. This is the do this for hooded eyes. So I'm gonna prep this from lash to brow. And then over here with Versailles, if you have a good, I always liked before Seint Too Faced. That one, oh, that would keep my eyeshadow on for a long time, longer than it should have, which is good, Anyways, if you're doing a long day of traveling and you don't want your makeup to budge, Too Faced is a really good primer if you're gonna be flying somewhere. Anyway, I'm gonna take my setting powder and I'm gonna set my eyes. If you don't have a setting powder and you have Cupcake, Pup, Mama, those are all three very good eyeshadow colors for setting. All I'm doing is creating a blank canvas and making a great blending surface. Powders blend on powders, whereas creams blend better with creams. Anyway, okay, I am gonna get started. So on this side, we're gonna do a don't. This is the don't. I wanna use the eyeshadow brush because it's the most popular one. I kinda wanna wipe it off. I don't wanna clean it, but I do wanna wipe it off. I really need to clean my eyeshadow brushes. Do I have a new one maybe? That's not brushes. I do keep everything right here. I just don't know if I have any eyeshadow brushes extra laying around. Oh, I do. Let's just do a new brush. Shall we? Let's do a new brush. Yay for new brushes, right? Right. Okay, we're gonna open this up. This is fun. But the do's and don'ts, when you're living with hooded eyes, you can very easily do the don'ts and lose your colors. So I'm gonna show you what to do. So if you have hooded eyes, the first thing you wanna do is highlight your brow. Otherwise, when you highlight your brow at the end, it compromises your transition color, it compromises your true color, and it pushes it down, which then pushes down your hood. So on this side, I'm going to take As You Wish on the fluffy end of a brush. As You Wish is peach, but when you put it on with a brush, it's nice. And I'm just gonna pop this up high. And as you can see, because you see where that hits, all my color on a hooded eye should come up here. And I'll show you why you don't put it any lower, but I'm just gonna put this here and it's just gonna have, it's a highlight color. We're highlighting the brow. It's pretty, it's a beautiful color. It didn't change a lot, but there is a sheen of pinky purple, which I think is fun. I like it. And so I'm not gonna do that over here because this is the don't side. So the do side is all color. So you can see this part touches my lash line, especially over here. And it can very easily pull my eye down if I do it wrong. The first color I'm gonna go into is Havana. And I'm gonna pop this up here. This is my transition color, and I feel like this helps to be a bonus color, but a lot of people don't think to use this area. I don't know why. And it just, as you get older, if you have hooded eyes in your 20s, you're gonna have hooded eyes in your 30s and 40s. This is a great habit to get into, but do you see how this just highlights and brightens things up? Havana is scary and orange, and it's such a pretty color that just puts a little life in. You have so much real estate over here. I just bring it into this portion. I don't pull it all the way down and in. But look at how pretty that is. So if you have hooded eyes, what you don't want to do is you don't want to put this into your crease. I have a mirror in my way. You don't want to put this into the crease. Okay, so we can push this into the crease, same brush, pushing it into the, I need a mirror. Where's a little one? Here we go. It's really hard doing this here because full disclosure, between now and the time you see this, there's a whole lot up here that gets cropped out. And so I'm farther away from the mirror, from the camera than it looks. So you do not push into that crease, okay? Because now when you look, you don't see this brightness over here, okay? You don't see this brightness over here. This looks a little more lifted, whereas this looks the same. That's why it's a don't. All right, the next color I'm gonna go into, I'm gonna clean my brush off in my cleaning tile here. This is so nice to have just right here in your palette with your colors. If you want to clean it, just run it under some warm water with some Dawn dish soap or whatever dish soap, palm olive, whatever. just clean it off. And I'm gonna go into Bird. I've really liked Bird lately. We're gonna tap off the excess. And what I'm gonna do here is I am going to open my eyes and I'm gonna pop this up here above my crease on the outside. You see that? And then I'm gonna look up because I have long lashes on, and I'm gonna keep this on my brow bone, okay? Keeping it on that lower portion of the brow bone, and then I'm just gonna windshield wiper. Now, if you have really mature lids and there's a lot of movement, press. You're gonna tap this. You're gonna just tap this and blend it out. Now you can bring it into the crease, but you want to be pushing up and into that hood, and then I always pull it out this way to create some lift. Okay, I'm gonna clean it off on my cleaning tile here, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm just gonna continue to blend up and out. And do you see the way I truly kind of stay away from anything lower than my crease? I just don't apply the color because you'll get it lost. So we're just popping this up and out. Do you see the way it's given my eye? It looks more open. It looks like I'm not as hooded as I am over here. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to grab that color, tap off the excess, and apply it into that crease and onto that lower part of the lid. This is where we learn to put those colors. If you have those beautiful, what is it, Daisy Duck eyes where you can see everything, this does not apply to you. But you don't want to put this into the crease where you close your eyes. You can't see where anything lies. Again, press if you have mature lids, but you don't want to do that into the crease. You lose it all. So everything you see right here, it's lost over here. I don't have those cool eyebrows that can move all different ways, but you can see here there's just a little more lift, a little more cat eye, whereas this still looks like I don't have eyeshadow on, but I do. I have just as much shadow on right here as the other eye. It's just in my crease and it's hidden. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight my brow on the don't side. I'm gonna clean it off on the brush cleaning tile here. I'm gonna go in and I am gonna highlight my brow, which then pushes my color down even more because it's not just taking the color away by adding a light color on top, but I'm also blending everything down more by adding it over here. I'm not doing any trick of the brush. It just doesn't look like I have eyeshadow on. I'm gonna take the small end and I am going to grab some Bird, flick off the excess, and I'm gonna hit right down here on my lower lash line, and then I'm gonna tap this up over my creases and up into my upper color. This is just gonna give it nice and fluidity. I like having a little color down here. But look at that, it just accentuates how pretty this color is, the placement of it, and I'm gonna lighten it up just like that with the fluffy end. Same thing on the other side. I'm holding it funny, there we go. There we go. And then I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I'm placing everything the same underneath, and then I'm gonna tap this up and into that color, into that crease. And it looks nice down here. It's just better on this side. It just is. Fluff it out. There we go. I do want to add a little bit of Havana, that bright orange, right here. I just think it could probably, let's just try it. I want to add it right there. I'm going to grab a little bit of As You Wish over top. Same over here. I mean, hooded eyes, it doesn't really even matter underneath because that's not the hooded part. Okay. I feel like I got powder in my eye. Okay, nothing's perfect. All right, we're gonna grab my eye shader brush right here, and I'm gonna go into Salem. I love doing this. This is one of my favorite things to do. I don't like a harsh liner. It makes my eyes look smaller. I'm gonna press this into my waterline. So this is also called tight lining. People get real bent out of shape if you don't say the word tight lining. I don't think I'm tight lining. I'm really just focusing this on the waterline, on the outside half of my waterline. And then I'm going to just tap this right here, grab that fluffy brush and blend it out. And I'm just sharpening things up back here. I do what I like, okay? I'm gonna do what I like. I'm gonna do the same thing over here, just hitting that outer half. And then that little lash line right here, grabbing that fluffy brush and just smudging it out. I wanna right there. Clean up on the outer lash line. Okay, these are the do's and don'ts, but you can see, oh wait, sorry. I'm gonna take my shimmer, that As You Wish color right here, and I'm gonna grab it with my finger. I really love this color, that's why I've hit 10. All right, I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna put this on my lid, just like that. Putting it on with your finger just grabs a little more and it just makes it a bit more punchy, but it's so pretty with bird. Look at how pretty that is. Look at how pretty it is. Grabbing a little more. Sometimes I scrape it with my fingernail. Same thing over here onto that lid. That's the only eye I can actually close with this. Okay, this one, that's why I do it this way, because I can't do it. I can't do it. All right, do's and don'ts. This side, you can see all my color up here. You can see it, it has that lift, that curl. Over here, I look like I have under the eye makeup on. That's it. Everything's lost in my crease, and that's it. That's why this is a don't, and that's why this is a do. It's just pretty. I kind of want to add a little bit of whatever's left on this brush. I'm just going to press right here on my lash line, because it just seems, should do it on both sides so you can see what this looks like. It's so hard with fake lashes. I just wanted to add that. Oh, I like that. I like having a cat eye pull, and that's that. But I have fake lashes on, but as you can see, this side looks like I've done my eye. Let's do this. Okay, this side over here, you can see I've done my eyes. It has this really nice curl. It's very pretty. Over here, my eye doesn't have that lift. It doesn't have that definition, and it doesn't have that. I hate doing that. It makes my hands look funny. But anyways, here, 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 here. I'm not changing my face. I'm not doing the, okay. But those are the do's and don'ts. Do's and don'ts of hooded eyes. That's it. It's just a really simple, basic color. But that's it. And have a great day.